Go Bills.
Yo, what's good? It's J Mafia. It's Mafia Talk. I'm pissed off. Everybody pissed off in Buffalo. What the fuck happened in this game? This is our very first live reaction show. I'm jumping in because I need a vent. I know all of you motherfuckers need a vent. We got a lot to talk about because what the fuck happened in this fucking game is mind-boggling. Before we dive into the Bills talk, what the fuck was this officiating? That's first off. What the fuck was going on with this NFL officiating? Every single motherfucker in this officiating crew needs to be fired immediately. And what Roger Goodell needs to establish is that these refs need to be fined for making terrible calls and not making calls when they need to be made. When it's clear as day, when you got videos circulating through Twitter and Facebook and everywhere that you blatantly see, it's not just one, not just two, not just three, it's multiple fucking calls where you see on replay that the referee is staring dead at these players and they're swallowing their whistle, keeping their hands in their pocket. Clear as day. You see Josh Allen's jersey rip. No horse collar. Oh, yeah, but let's tack on a penalty on the Bills for grounding. When you see in the clear replay, they only showed it one time. On the forward facing towards the end zone camera view, where you can literally see Gabe Davis running towards the ball, running towards Josh Allen. And when he got spun around and then threw a sidearm, when he was fucking 180 degrees angled to the fucking ground, and still was able to make a throw, you're called grounding. When you could clearly see Gabe Davis not even 5 yards away. Blasphemy. But it's not just that. It's not that you see Josh Allen's jersey ripped off and y'all want to swallow your whistle. There's another call on Trent Sherfield. Third and 9, if I'm not mistaken. Dude is literally arms wrapped around him. You see him hugging the dude way before the ball even got to him. He got his arms wrapped on his arms, hugging him. And then that's how you see the play. You see Trent Sherfield running upfield. He makes his cut. The defender makes his cut with him. And then he's running to get open. And then you just see the defender wrap his arms around his arms and hugging him. And then you see the ball. And then literally a second or two later, you see the referee just play is dead. Get the fuck out of here. What is y'all talking about? Y'all so quick to find these NFL players $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 plus, upwards of $50,000. You charging these players a game for one call more than what most Americans make per year. Honestly. Minimum wage, you're not making $50,000 a year. And they quick to charge you that of one little, not even, of a mistake. It makes no fucking sense. But yeah, these referees who's not even fucking full-time. Being a referee is a part-time job. At this point, any fan, let's all apply for the job because it's up for grabs. Anybody could be an NFL referee. You could be fucking Stevie Wonder and you could be an NFL referee. You could be Kinshay off of fucking Mortal Kombat. Even if that's his name. I don't know. I don't care. I'm fucking pissed off. But you know what I'm talking about. The little motherfucker with the blindfolds and the swords. Blind motherfucker. He is a better NFL officiator than these fucking refs. Because you can obviously tell these refs is in fucking Philly's pocket. It's clear as day. You guys are not even making it obvious anymore. But real quick, let me calm down. First ever live reaction podcast show with my brother Ransom, Joey Hatch. How you feeling, dog? How do you make sense of this game? Because I'm not blaming the Bills yet. I'm on the referees right now.
Well, there was a lot of baloney calls. Obviously, you saw Josh get slammed on his face and then horse collar tackle him. Standing right in front of the referee, Stephon Diggs trying to catch the ball. The jersey was being pulled away from his neck. The referee standing right there in front of him. No call. It's clearly that the officiating across the NFL is horrible, but there's 2 games this year that, on the kind of officiating, could have cost Buffalo a lot.
And the sad thing was, the refs did not lose this game. They played a major role. They fucked us royally, bro. The referees fucked us royally. But that's not the reason why we lost the game. It wasn't. Who? Because I know me and Big Cuz was arguing back and forth. I know Big Cuz wants to join with us tonight, but he got other priorities going on right now. He'll meet us back up on Wednesday. But he was arguing with me. I blame Josh Allen. Josh Allen, I don't care that you got over 400 yards. I don't care that you got 3 touchdowns. I don't care that your stat book. I do not give a fuck. Because when it fucking matters, in this clutch time, it's the last drive of the game, you did not show up. You can only make the plays you can make. But at the end of the day, you didn't make them. We settled for a field goal. It wasn't the ref's fault. Yes, everybody, you can blame Gabe Davis. Well, it's an option route, and Gabe Davis went to the outside when Josh threw it inside. It's an option route. It's an option route for the receiver, not the quarterback. The quarterback don't make the decision on that type of play. He doesn't choose like, Gabe, I want you inside compared to outside, or you stop dead middle. No, that is solely based on the receiver. He chooses on what play or what route he wants to run, and then the quarterback hits him. That play towards the end zone towards Gabe Davis is Gabe Davis. I say is 30-70. 30-70, Gabe Davis 30, Josh Allen 70. Because, Josh, you got the ball, and I understand. I know because you're going to dog me out for this, and it's 0 blitz, and they're coming to pressure. Stop fucking throwing darts on every fucking throw. Josh, you don't have to throw laser beams on every fucking attempt. Throw a little finesse. Throw a little flick on it. Get some air underneath your ball. Because if you would have done that, instead of just throwing a laser beam towards the inside, even though Gabe Davis is on outside, all you have to do is lob it up. Now, yes, I don't want to dog Josh too much. Because, yes, Gabe Davis could have and should have found the ball. Regardless. He should have found the ball and made himself available, but he didn't. But Gabe Davis, we already know what we got in Gabe Davis. He's a bum. I know he had a good game today. He's the bum. He's not it. At the point where I'm ready to trade the whole receiver room. Because Stephon Diggs can't catch a fucking ball. What the fuck is that about?
The last couple of weeks, he can't seem to catch any skin.
It's like yourself. You're not elite, Stephon Diggs. You're not elite. You're not a receiver. And you've been proving it to us week in and week out. You're a very good receiver, top 10. But as far as top 5, top 3, your performance is pushing you out that bracket. You're not making a top 5 catch. You're not making a top 3 catch. You're not making a number 1 receiver catch. You're dropping easy fucking balls. Listen, a number 1 receiver, the rain doesn't matter. Poor passes doesn't matter. And coverage should not matter. You claim you're him, you're a number 1 receiver, none of that matters. As long as the ball hits your hands in your palms, you should fucking catch it. Fuck fingertips. Because we can all debate, if it touch your fingertips, whatever, it's tough. Okay, cool. But if that shit's straight in your fucking palms, no excuse. You claim you're elite. You claim you're number 1 receiver. You claim you're the best receiver out here. You're not making that case because you're dropping these balls. They're not easy balls, but you're dropping these passes that will make you the number 1 receiver.
It was actually weird today because Gabe Davis was catching balls and Stephon Diggs was dropping balls. And Kincaid was wide open over the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Wide open. I mean, there was plays that he was running wide open, 10 yards from anybody. He's waving his hands and everything, and they're dumping the ball off to Cook. Which maybe it was a designed run play because a lot of teams can't run the ball against the Eagles, but we seem to be running the ball just fine.
It's not enough. It is not enough.
And Josh with these mistakes that he keeps making, and then the tail of the two halves with the defense. The first half they played lights out, like it was like, okay, we're here, and the offense is scoring. And then all of a sudden, the second half started, and it was like we were a step behind everything. Like we weren't even trying anymore.
No, we got too conservative. And that's my biggest thing about fucking McDermott, because you want to play so aggressive in one fucking half. And as soon as you get a fucking lead, you put your tail between your legs and you want to be so conservative. Fuck that, man. I'm sick and tired of that. And I mean, yeah, what my boy Keith is talking about at the end of the day, it is a business. Nah, we beat the business. We beat it. We beat the refs. At the end of the day, none of like all these 6 losses, the Bills are 6-6. If y'all fail to realize, we're 6-6. This is the first time we've been 500 since the drought.
Right.
And the biggest question to McDermott, how do you allow a team that went 14-3 last year become 6-6 this year? How do you allow that? Because it's the same thing over and over. We are doing the same thing, bringing back the same players, and we are regressing. Josh, if we don't make it, I'm very questionable on Josh Allen balling out, because at the end of the day, I'm not everybody getting it. I'm not saving nobody. Nobody is safe here. Fuck Josh. Everybody. Fuck McDermott. Fuck Diggs. Fuck Bass. Let's talk about Bass. Because what the fuck happened to Bass-O-Matic? What the hell happened to him? He's got an ingrown toenail. No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. He can't kick no more. I don't know. He was like no fucking sense. He was our best player. He was the best scorer on our team because he was like guaranteed it. Now all of a sudden he's shanking freaking extra points. Yeah. Unheard of. Fucking unheard of. It's like at this point, clip your toenails, do fucking something. Like, and at this day, I dare somebody question Joe Brady. Somebody question Joe Brady. Joe Brady had a great scheme. Yeah, there was a couple questionable plays. There's a couple plays and drives I questioned. But at the end of the day, Joe Brady had a great game. Joe Brady. He was a phenomenal game. When the offensive coordinator that we let go was here, you could tell that it was play calling and execution. But since Joe Brady has came, you cannot say it's the play calling, because the play calling's there. It's the execution that still has some problems. And our defense can only hang for 30 minutes, and then they're completely beat. It's like, I don't know what the heck happens. It's like we have legs, all of a sudden we don't have legs. So it's like at that point, who's going to step up on this team and do something about it? And then we start to do good, and then shoot ourselves in the foot. And then I feel like at the end of the game, we had 3 timeouts. We had 30 seconds, maybe 25 seconds left on the clock. We could move down the field, maybe get a kick. What did they do? He wastes 2 timeouts. We get out there with 25 seconds, and we let the clock just run out. You don't even take a shot. Yo, yeah, you talk about halftime, right before the half. Yeah, what the fuck was McDermott's, like, why are you calling a timeout? Because statistically, calling a timeout before a field goal doesn't hinder a kicker. Well, obviously it did. He made it. But the thing is, that's what they've been saying throughout the seasons. It makes no sense to call a timeout before a field goal. It doesn't. They say it freezes the kicker. There's no statistics that prove that. That's what I'm saying. That we could have used. Say we get 25 seconds on the clock. You got 3 timeouts. Okay, you work this side of the field. 13 seconds. Why can't we do it in 20? We've done it before. That's exactly what. That's exactly what you do. That's exactly what the. That's what the announcer said. At the 20-yard line with only 15 seconds left. That's exactly what the announcer said. We've done it with 15 seconds. Let's see what we can do in 20. They walk out there and they just let the clock expire. There's no urgency on this team. There's no urgency. No urgency. Like, oh, we have all the time in the world to make up the losses. No, we don't.
We
And then
don't.
I got a buddy over here talking about like, oh y'all always complaining about the refs. No, we complain about the refs when they're literally fucking us over. When they tell us to bend over with no lube, like that's what it comes down to. Like, dude, I
watching
guarantee you, no team could beat the Bills. No teams could beat these Bills unless they beat themselves. And every single 6 losses, that's what it came down to. We beat ourselves because nobody knows what's wrong with them. They're just playing stupid, poor, mediocre football, and nobody can get them back into the shape. Nobody can check these motherfuckers. That's why Josh Allen is not safe. Stephon Diggs is not safe. Now, if you talk about Josh Allen not going nowhere, Diggs, he not going nowhere. But deadass, I'm to the point where Diggs, you can fucking go. You do not want to block for a goddamn thing. That's my biggest gripe about Stephon Diggs. You're a phenomenal receiver. I mean, this year you show me you got good, decent hands. Not good hands because you're dropping passes left and right. It's not just Josh Allen throwing bullets. No, they're just hitting you right in your palms. You're not gripping it hard enough. You play with Josh Allen for what? 3, 4, 5 years already, and you don't know how to handle his passes. Get the fuck out of here with that. Saying Josh Allen throwing it too hard. Suck my dick with that shit backwards. Josh Allen been throwing fucking laser beams since he fucking came out of college. Get the fuck out of here.
A rookie comes in, Kincaid, and he catches everything. And it's the same laser.
Say it again. Say it for the people that's down and back that can't hear you.
And Kincaid is a rookie, and he catches them laser beams.
That's fucking fine. Get the fuck out of here with my face with that. Oh, Josh Allen throwing too hard. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what?
Kincaid will be dropping it. Sheffield and fucking Hardy will be dropping passes. People who just stepped in the building this year. But you got Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox dropping passes because Josh Allen throws it too hard. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Y'all professional fucking football players. Grab that fucking ball and made a goddamn play. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm tired of it. And then Josh Allen, dude, Josh Allen kept us in this game. Him and the defense, yes. But when we needed you, there's too many stalled drives.
Yeah.
You're fucking whipping the ball too much. Like, it makes no sense why we lost this game. We should have beat these boys fucking by 40, 50 points. There's no reason why we lost this game. There's no reason why it was a tight game. Even with the refs fucking us, even with the poor play on offense and defense and all that, we still should have won this game.
There's only one way to beat the refs, and that's to don't leave it up to them. And we did. And this is what happens. We've seen it twice, 3 times this year against us. The New England game, this one, and the first one in the beginning of the year, I think, screwed us, the refs, a little bit. But
I say McDermott on hot seat yet. Yo, Backwood, he been on a hot seat.
Right.
The only reason why he's still with us is because he got a bunch of scapegoats.
He took
Dable. Let Dable get another job. We'll turn it around. Nah. Oh, it was the special teams coach. We'll get rid of him. We'll turn around. Nah. Oh, it was Ken Dorsey. Let's get rid of him. We'll turn around. Nah. No, it is at the end of the day, it comes out to McDermott. He doesn't have his players disciplined enough. The fuck players. When the first half came and all these flags, yes, we got a bunch of bullshit flags, but I would say it's like 70-30 because there was a lot of holding. Right. A lot of holding. I'm not blaming the refs. Deion Dawkins, you were holding. Fucking Spencer Brown, you were holding. Fucking McGovern, you were holding. But the one play when it was a fucking false start on Mitch Morris, how can you fucking false start as a center? That makes no sense. Maybe if you bob and weave, yeah,
right,
like Kelsey did. That's the only way. But when you see somebody coming in and then you bob, no call on that, right? Come on,
right?
Clear as day. You got your arms wrapped around Sherfield. Fucking referee 5 yards behind, no call. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Then Sherfield, he didn't even know how to run his routes. Like twice he was targeted.
Yeah, I could run better routes than Gabe Davis. Any one of my motherfuckers that played football back in the day with me, we all could run better routes than Gabe Davis. He just wobble. Oh, I'm open. No, the fuck you not. And that one interception by Josh Allen, you stupid motherfucker.
How did you not see him? I saw him.
Hold on. Let me calm down. Let me bring my brother-in-law Jonathan, because I watched the game with him. Let's make some sense of this, because he cracking up. He know exactly what I'm talking about. Josh, you stupid motherfucker for throwing that dumbass interception. You got two receivers closing in, or two defenders closing in on Diggs. You're still going to stare him down and throw it to him? When you got fucking Sherfield wide open on the boundary. Because his man blitzed, and the safety had to cover Sherfield. No, not Sherfield. Was it Shakir? Whoever. It was a receiver, Diggs. And then Josh Allen staring down Diggs made the linebacker and the outside the defender closing easy pick because you're staring Diggs down. When you could have just threw it over and hit the open receiver towards the boundary. Easy first down. You stupid motherfucker. I don't understand why. It makes no sense.
I'll let you go, man.
I don't.
Go ransom.
You're right. It doesn't make no goddamn sense. The whole thing here is the offensive coordinator is working with it, but it doesn't seem like the players are catching what's going on. Because Josh is like, they're like, oh, he didn't see him. He was supposed to go deep. And then he switched off and he took the man underneath. I saw him on the goddamn TV screen. You're telling me that you can't fucking see him and you're right there on the field? Come on, man. It's like you stuttered that pass and you knew it was going to get intercepted and you still fucking threw it anyway. These are the decisions that we can't keep having because there's no way. I think it's like 96 turnovers in 6 years. There is no way this is winnable football, losing that many turnovers in 6 years.
But the thing is, we was able to have these many turnovers and still win games. We're not winning games.
Right.
And that's because of McDermott and Josh and this whole organization. Like, John, make some sense of this.
Is it all right, so I went to 7-Eleven, got me a Monster because I had to calm down the alcohol level. So I'm like, man. So you think about it, right? And you're like, okay, there was a comment last year. It was like, okay, when you got a rookie quarterback, you got a head coach. You start it, you build it. If you don't win within 5 years, you get rid of the head coach, right? But it's like McDermott came in and he changed Buffalo. Like he changed what was going on. I don't know what happened back in the past, but I think it builds something better. So is it really Sean McDermott or is it just the personnel at this point? At this moment right now, is it more the players that have been playing with each other for so many years? What is the excuse now that you can't execute and you don't have that communication within each other? Or is it really just the head coach? Is it just that? Which one is it? Because, all right, you get rid of the head coach, you get a head coach, and God damn it, man, I don't want to be one of those teams is not, playing well. So you pick your poison in a sense. But let Ransom go. I feel like you can educate us.
Like Stefon Diggs said the other day during his interview, preparation is everything. And you want to know what preparation falls on? Coaching. And you know what Sean McDermott will say? I have to start by doing a better job, and it starts with me. Well, if that's the case, get the fuck out of Buffalo. Because I love that you came in and you changed the culture and all that stuff. That's fine. But you cannot seem to take us to that next level where we should be. The best team in the league, if you look at up and down, the players we got for 4 years, and we are regressing and we are getting worse, and it's not getting any better. And if it's not Sean McDermott, everybody in the building's got to go. It's time to tear the team down like McDermott Bean don't want and figure it out because it's not working.
As simple as, and John, I know you can contest to this, it's just like Golden State. Who was the coach that brought them out their drought and got them into the playoffs, but only got them so far? And then Steve Kerr came in here and got them championships. That's what it's come down to. McDermott got us out the drought, but he got us as far as he can get us. We need another coach to get us to that promised land, to get us the championships, to get us over the hump. We've learned all we can learn from this coaching staff. That is it. Now we learn so much where we're regressing, just like Ransom just said. We're regressing. Josh Allen's regressing. Stephon Diggs is regressing. This offense is regressing in the total. We're not performing. But, our running game is better. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck the running game when I'd rather have Josh Allen throwing 40-plus passes, airing the bitch out, and getting like 4 or 5 touchdowns, and we winning out the season. Yeah. I'd rather have that than having a successful run game and have a 6-6 record. It makes no sense.
See, it was this simple. We have the ball. There's 2 minutes left. We're on the 15. You run 2 yards, drop until you need the first down. You run that damn clock. You know how
my basketball fans understand what I'm talking about when I talk about Golden State on how they were a bum team. They did nothing in their years. It wasn't until I forgot the coach's name. I got to go back and do my research. But he brought them out the draft or out the mud, got them a winning record, but only got them so far. He got fired. Steve Kerr came into the building, and they're a fucking championship team. Now, who knows what Golden State would have been if they kept that coach? Who knows?
I'm just saying, listen, man. I know that I'm not going to blame just Josh Allen. I'm not doing that.
I'm not.
But it feels like, we said it before, it feels like it's the Bills versus Josh Allen. But now, like today, it felt like we only scored on turnovers.
Mark Jackson, boy, backwood in here. Good shit. Appreciate you, bro.
And scored afterwards, which was cool. We had the turnover. Now Hurts scored. But it's like, to me, it's like Josh Allen every single year got better and better and better. So it's like, what now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel to jump on backwards question, Philly controls the line too well to risk playing that falling down game. Philly showed me nothing this game and showed me that they were a better team. The Eagles have done nothing all game to show me they were a better team on offense. They done nothing to show me there was a better team on defense. And they showed me nothing that was a better team on coaching. Well, coaching, yeah, obviously. But at the end of the day, we lost this game because I blame Josh Allen. Fuck the over 400 yards. Fuck his touchdowns. When it mattered, you didn't seal the game for us. Where this game kind of was already, it was in our grasp, Jonathan. We was both watching it together. We had this game handed to us. Not handed to us, but to win it, we owned this game. But we kept shooting ourselves in the leg. Was stupid. How many times I was cutting the TV out? Stupid play.
Yeah, like the horse collar on Josh Allen. Never caught it. I get the ripped jersey wasn't enough, but when you come out of the pocket and they grab from back here to swing you around, that's different. But besides that,
you're right, Matt. You're right.
KC lost against the Eagles last week because KC didn't execute. They didn't. There's nothing special that Philly did to them to beat them. They did it. So when I seen that game, I'm like, yo, man, the Bills, he got the haircut. My man looking back, looking sexy again. I was like, man, we got this. I was, in the back of the mind, you're like, okay, we're going to lose because how we've been performing. But what we could do is
you're right, John.
What we've been doing for a lot of years. KC, listen, man, with the fumbles, Travis Kelce dropping passes, the last fucking play down the field that I don't even know his name, Marcus something, he dropped it. Like today, James Cook, how the fuck that is a perfect fucking ball, bro?
Yeah.
That is a touchdown fucking catch, a throw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many times do we say to each other, yo, Josh, why you throw a fucking rocket? At that moment, certain plays, I'm not talking about today, like certain plays. They just lay it in there, lay off, man. And he did that today. He did it today. And you didn't execute.
Technically, if Tyler Bass would have made any one, the extra point or the field goal, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
And that's the biggest thing because, it would never came down to it because of Tyler Bass made his kicks. And speaking of my Bass, what the fuck happened to you that you just randomly miss kicks back to back like that? You will go seasons without missing a kick. Maybe one, maybe two, but that's it. Out of 30 kicks, you miss 2. Now you'll have games where you're missing 1, 2, or 3 in a missed PAT. It makes no fucking sense. It's to the point where maybe we are cursed, but we're fighting that curse. We still could have won this fucking game. It makes no sense.
We've been in every game. We've been in every game we've lost.
Yeah, for like the past 4 or 5 years, and I agree with Ransom. It's like we've been in it. So our defense, we don't need the greatest defense. Even though we had a number 1 ranked defense, we still couldn't execute and finish off games. There was always a lack of something. Always a lack of either.
It's because Sean McDermott has to have his fucking finger on everything. Yeah. That's why. Because he has to have everything. You can come in as an offensive coordinator and say, okay, I'm the best offensive coordinator in the world. I'm going to run this. Sean will say, no, you're going to run this. I'm the head coach. You do what I tell you to do. At that factor of the juncture, this is it. There's nothing that can be done. If he has his fingers on all 3 phases of the games, you can be the best offense and defensive coordinator. If he tells you no, it's over. And at that point, he it's all him. It's not the other coaches, because there's a couple coaches that aren't here that since Sean McDermott's been here, and players, and they all said, you have fired the wrong coach.
Yeah.
It's not the offense.
To his comment right here, our best football is when we're just playing soundly. It's not when Josh Allen's throwing it all over the park and he throwing 80-yard bombs or James Cook is running for over 100 yards. Our best game is obviously when we play clean football, where we're not constantly giving up 10 fucking penalties in one half.
Right.
The Bills' best football is obviously letting the defense do what they do, but we just capitalize on drives. Stop going 3 and out stupidly.
I mean, it's like
it's not that the defense was better than our offense. It's just our offense just couldn't perform. That's what it come down to. We couldn't perform. It's so much to it, but it's so simple. Because when I'm watching this game, I can literally, John, you can contest to this. I'm calling these plays before they make them. Second down, we're running every single second down. We're running every single second down. We're running the ball. It don't matter if the second is short or second or long. We're gonna run it on second down. That's guaranteed. And then
the personnel too.
And then as a safety, because John will call it every single time. As a safety or linebacker or corner on a defense, all you have to do is watch Diggs. All you have to do is watch Stephon Diggs. If he doesn't look ready to run, it's going to be a run play.
Right.
Stephon Diggs give 50% on his game. He does not block. He does not sell the game. He will not run his route if it's a run play. And that's what pisses me off about Stephon Diggs. Fuck you being an elite receiver. You can go downfield, make plays, make your routes. Fuck all that. That's why I like Gabe Davis a little bit, because it doesn't matter you're not getting the ball, you still make the blocks. But Stephon Diggs, he will not block whatsoever. He won't block. And if it's a run play, you could see him on the line just bored.
He just checks.
I'm not getting the ball. Or if the play is not designed for him, he'd run his route weak. Stephon Diggs does not sell his game. And that's what pisses me off about him. And that is a tall tale sell for defense, where all they have to do is like, oh, just watch Stephon Diggs. That's it. Watch Stephon Diggs. If he doesn't look ready to run downfield, it's going to be a run play. Or the play's not going to look elsewhere.
It's just like Deion Sanders said when he was blocking people like Jerry Rice. If his toes were pointed a certain way, he knew which way he was going. If he was straight up, he knew he had to have him on the inside. These corners are not stupid when they play Buffalo. They are taught that we have nobody good enough to catch the ball except for Stephon Diggs. As soon as they get Diggs, they take everybody out of the equation. So what do? We go to other players. Shakir tonight dropped. Davis actually caught the frickin' ball. Kincaid was catching the ball, had open holes over the middle. He was wide open. All of a sudden, they just stopped going to Kincaid. And they started running. Yes, the run is working. But damn it, when that run is working and they're crowded that box, you need to throw a deep ball. We are not – our passes are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Every once in a while, Shakir catches a 20-yard pass. But all our stuff is intermediate, 3 to 5 yards.
You're having a guy who has an arm like Josh Allen does. There's no
excuse. And then they're like, why is he bolting it in there? Because he's 3 yards away, you fucking retard. Mm-hmm. Sorry about the R word, but I shouldn't have said that. I don't.
Man, we old school. We old school. We don't care about that shit.
But it's like
we're passionate.
No, I don't care.
We're passionate.
It's like
that's the shit. Like, you know, people want to point the finger at the fans and be like, oh, you never played a game, this and that. But you know how much time we invest in this shit? You know how much passion we put into this?
I can tell you, me and John, we learned so much from watching Bills football. We learned so much.
Yeah, you teach your kids, you teach little leagues, you do, and so forth. So we're
passionate. You can definitely show kids what not to do.
Yeah, I agree. Because we're not,
especially this year.
What's crazy is Joe Brady took over. We're not doing actual shit that is special. We just execute certain plays better than before.
Right.
You know,
right.
It's still nothing special. So that's why I kind of look at it, the personnel. But again, it's all right. We're humans. We get sick of coaching staff. We get coached just like a job. You can tire your fucking boss. Eventually, you be like, man, listen, I don't even give a shit. My shit, your production's gonna go here because you either want to go here or you just gonna stay there. I mean, it's the same shit. Like if you get tired of your boss, you're like, man, I'm not with this no more. I'm not. You know, what's the fucking point? I'm putting my body on the line. I'm spending time away from this and that, the things that matter to me the most. To be out here to just get the same fucking useless results. Come on, man.
It doesn't make much sense, and we're definitely losing a lot of the fan base, the players, and everything. Where the culture is dying right now. That's really what it comes down to. The culture is dying.
There is no more
process. The process is dying because it's not working anymore. Maybe McDermott's too wrapped up in the defense because the defense been on point. But then people want to question me like, oh, the defense folded at the end. They can only make so many stops. They're also playing the Eagles. They're playing a 9-1 team. Like that's the thing that baffles me right now. The defense can only make so many stops with this offense that still has all their players, all their stars, and they can't score. Dude, we scored, 34 points? There's no reason why we could have put 40 on them, 50 on them. There's no reason. That's not me being cocky. That's not me being overambitious. That's legit. We had so many stalled drives based off Josh Allen not hitting the right pass, him overthrowing, underthrowing, Diggs not catching it, Davis not catching it. We got stopped so many times, but the defense has so many stops. They got their turnovers. Like, even with Josh Allen's stupid-ass interception, we still won. Did we not win the turnover battle?
Yeah.
We won the turnover battle. It's all a chess match. Like, you think about it like basketball-wise, right? Like, everybody goes, oh, you really don't need a coach, blah, blah, blah. But
yo, my bro, you speaking facts right now. Because Bob, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
You need a coach, the coaching staff, to back you up when it matters the most. You could go and suck up a game. There's a reason why the Steelers are like, 7? They won 7. They suck. That offense is god fucking awful. But for some reason, you come out, you win a fucking game. It's about executing when it matters the most. Making it worth every possession that you get the ball. If not, you just make it work. You know what I mean? Because football is football. There's just so many schemes and so many fucking plays you could do till everybody figures you out. It's up to the coach to put you in the best predicament.
So real quick, I wanna get to my boy right here. So let's compare this to basketball. Do you trust Josh Allen to be point guard, or is he just your small forward?
Powerful.
Whatever. Or yeah, you're power forward, obviously. But yeah, can he not run the offense or run like? He's kind of showing us that he probably can't. Can he?
A leader. We're missing a leader, man.
Yeah.
Are we finally seeing what they all said that Josh Allen was in college?
No. The thing is,
so not yet. Maybe
Josh Allen, like, I don't know, because this is very contradicting because the way he's playing this season compared to previous season is two different players. Because previous seasons, I would say Josh Allen could run the offense, and that's okay. This season, no, I don't trust Josh Allen to run his offense.
Well,
or maybe
there's a lot.
And maybe that's a reason for the lack of offensive drive, because maybe they took the steering wheel from Josh.
Well, he's really been through a lot if you think about it. He started the season with Ken Dorsey. It kind of wasn't working for after the first 3 games. He doesn't have that veteran quarterback sitting behind him that used to be in his ear telling him what to do. And now he's on to a whole new offensive coordinator, and that's all in 6 months. And most people can't do that just in the offseason, let alone 2 in 1 year.
Read this. I mean, like I said, my man in the comments, and he's speaking facts. Like, he's speaking facts. Like, Josh Allen has had the best playoff run in history. He has one of the best stats where it comes to yards, touchdowns, and play. Like, but
it's crazy because his numbers are great this year.
Josh Allen hasn't blew a game. I mean, maybe the first KC game, maybe the Texans game. But at the end of the day, it comes down to coaching. Coaching, you're supposed to get your players ready. And when your player's fucking up, you got to get his mental right to get him back on track.
Right.
Nobody. Go ahead, John.
And controlling the clock. Let's not, like, you're calling stupid timeouts. You guys said it earlier today on the show. You're calling dumbass fuck. Like, dude, you're 6 years in. Why are you still doing terrible time management?
His clock management sucks.
Like, it's like, I don't know. I'm baffled. It's fucking ridiculous already. Like, come on, man. You've been doing it way too fucking long. And you're not putting your team in a predicament to be successful anymore.
Yeah, right back to my brother Backward Bob, bro. Like, you've been hitting stamps, bro. You got take after take after take. I should send you an invite right now to join the show, bro. Well, we only got 15 minutes left, man. I definitely got to get you in the show. Probably on Wednesday, bro. Let me know when you're available on Wednesday. I'd love to have you, bro. You know me. I'll let anybody on the show. But you speak your facts. And when it comes down to it, yeah. Just imagine if we had Matt Milano. That's a huge difference. Just imagine if we had Daquan Jones. That's a big difference. Trey White, that could be a difference. But we got Von Miller still. He is absent. He's taking snaps away from Leonard Floyd. That's what Von Miller do.
Yeah, but
he's taking snaps away from Leonard Floyd.
You're pointing at the defense. Let's focus more on the offense and the coaching staff calling those certain plays and controlling the time. Because right now, as fans, I don't know if you guys feel how I feel. When our defense go out there, I'm relaxed. If whatever happens, I'm like, man, I can control my emotions. When the offense out there,
defense is what carries his team.
I'm like, ooh, I'm tense. I'm like,
You know what's crazy about it? I mean, the general statement of all of this is that even though we got Josh Allen, we got Stephon Diggs, we got Kincaid, who's been phenomenal. This defense is still holding this team together. This defense is carrying this team. This defense is the reason why we got 6 wins.
Right.
Defense is literally an injury-riddled defense who has more than 7 people injured, 7 stars injured, and they're still keeping us in games.
And we still should have won the last three games. We should have won all 3 of them games. We did that to ourselves.
Yeah. agree, man.
It's plain. It's like at this point they're like, dude, can we even turn this around, or should we just now shit the bed and get a draft pick? That's the way I feel, because the way the defense was playing in the second half, it's like Douglas ran right by a guy and let somebody else tackle him. And I'm like, did he not just see that guy run past him? Like he wasn't even there. I'm like, what is he doing?
It's also a defensive play call, because there's one play where it was a big play that if it was man, I do not blame Rasul Douglas. But if it was zone coverage, I blame Douglas 100%, because that's when they had the emotions. The receiver came out. No, the receiver came from one side of the field, came across, and Douglas was checking the one man going up the seam. Now, if it was zone, then Douglas maybe could have had a pick, because he would have sat in it and he would get his read and jumped the ball. But I really feel like it was man, because you're checking the dude going up the seam and had to switch his hips to check the dude going to the outside. But at the end of the day, I mean, maybe they did have the better offensive coordinator, which is not a big deal, because, I mean, we just upgraded our QB coach. But Joe Brady still played phenomenal game. I'm calling my boy Slim Brady, because Joe Brady, I will not be mad after next year. We keep him as OC. If we don't have nobody that's obviously a better candidate, keep Joe Brady. Keep Joe Brady.
All I know is since Joe Brady's been here, he kicked the fucking door in. Because everybody, if you can't see the difference since he's came here, and basically it's the same look. He just symbolized everything for the players.
30-point game this season.
Right.
Under Joe Brady. Give the dude props. The second 30-point game this whole entire season was under Joe Brady back-to-back. Give the man props.
From where we were to now, if you don't see a change in the offense, and now it's definitely the players executing. Yeah. And at that point, it's the coaches that have to get these players to execute. Some have to have tough love. Some you have to coddle. Some you have to spank and put in the goddamn corner, and somebody needs something, because this shit is not going to work. And I'm telling you right now, like I'll tell you right now, my wife don't like watching football with me, because when the offense gets out there, I cannot be at ease, dude, because I do not know what the hell's going to go on. They got me on edge, and I want to throw the TV through the window. I'm cussing. I want to slap the coach. All kinds of stuff, because they frazzle me.
Yeah, we expect more. We expect more.
I said it during the game. I was like, "Yo, Jew, if somebody don't bring out a fucking belt and start giving some fucking cocotazos and whooping some ass with this belt right now, I swear to the offensive line. That's it.
It's like you should just go. You should just go in the locker room and say, you know what, all you first string players, I'm sitting you to fuck down. Every second stringer, get your ass in there. You know what? We're taking a loss today. Are you serious? Yeah, because if you ain't going to fucking do it, I need to find someone that can. And I know that would cost me probably my job as an NFL head coach, but I need to stand for something.
Yeah.
Right now, you're standing on nothing.
You're preaching, because nowadays, that coaching style is gone now. Everybody wants a new, fresh, younger head coach that don't teach the fundamentals of the game. They don't want this, they don't want that. It's like, no, man. You still need a Bill Belichick to be in there and be like, yo, man, listen, you're not good enough. You're fucking out of here. I don't give a fuck.
What I need them to do is they need to coach some dog into these players and stop this wussy boy shit. Because the problem is they bring it in, I need you to fit my scheme. What, to carry daisies in a backpack? No, bro, we need you to hit somebody.
Yeah, hit them. Fucking hit them.
And they're not breeding that into them. They're not.
The problem with the Buffalo Bills right now is that this organization right now with the McBean, Dermott, and Josh Allen era is that they brought us out the drought. So how dare us question them when they brought us something that's like us three. We live in a desert for years. Barely can get water. It never rains. And then a group of people on camels come with abundance of water. And they were praising them. We love them. Like, we never seen this much water. We love you guys. You guys are everything. You are our everything. You keep us alive. You bring the water. Now the well's running dry. And we got some people like, fuck these guys. Like, yeah, they kept us alive this long, but obviously they don't got no more water. We have
You ever heard?
water. And they got another group of people like, oh, how dare you say that? These people, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for these people who brought us water. How dare you disrespect these people? When the reality is like, yeah, we love you for bringing us this water and keeping us alive this long, but the well is dry now. We need to venture out to find more water. If not, we're going to be in another fucking drought.
The league,
Best analogy ever. And I even mean to bring you a drought again, but it made so much sense. So much sense.
The league that we play, the league that we play in now, is what have you done for me lately?
Exactly. And that's
what have you done for me?
The NFL does. They don't pay you for what you do. I don't care if you
what you
like with Tyreek Hill. Like with a Tyreek Hill, I don't care that you got over 1,000 yards catching and this and that and third. What are you going to continue to do to me? What are you going to do for me in the next year? Because you're about to catch over 2,000 yards this year, but you tweaked the ankle and now you're going for a contract. I'm not saying this is what it is, but you go for a contract. I don't care that you got 2,000 yards last year. You got a tweaked ankle and it's going to hinder you. What are you going to do for me this year? And that's what it comes down to. And right now, Bills are not doing a lot for us. We fired Dorsey. That was a good step in the right way. Maybe it was later. Maybe it was later than what it should have been. But at the end of the day, Dorsey, even if Dorsey, honestly, can we all agree? If Dorsey was still coordinator, will we now have lost worse?
Yep.
I don't know.
We would have lost way worse.
That's okay if you don't know. You could question it.
Yeah, that's hard, man. That's hard. I don't know.
The reason why I say it because Joe Brady has got these boys firing. Like before under Dorsey, these boys are just going through the motions. They're vibing. Let me just get in where I fit in.
See,
Joe Brady, he's like, let's go. Let's go. We're going.
Joe Brady only had 4 days to get us ready because it was a short week, and we came out and scored 31 points. So, like, my whole thing with that is, and then today we come out and score 31 points. Dorsey could not do that back-to-back weeks. And at that point, the offense was just crumbling. And the last 2 weeks, things have picked up. So, in my offense is, yes, Joe Brady is better than him, and we would have lost by 20 points.
Go ahead, John. Last 7 minutes. Let's get our final thoughts on the game.
I still stay by the execution of the players, man. We seen it a little bit today of like the stupid drop fucking passes. Today Josh threw the ball fucking well. I thought he threw it well, and then he had his moments. Like I think it was after the half. I'm like, what are you throwing at people's butt cheeks? What the fuck you doing? Like it was weird. But I felt like with Ken Dorsey, there was like almost like no sense of respect. No sense of like, man, why the fuck are we even playing for this guy? Like, I don't know. I'm not in the locker room, but it just felt like the execution of players was never there with Ken Dorsey. So I don't know. Honestly.
Yeah. Go ahead, Joey. Final thoughts on the game.
My final thoughts are, and I want everybody to think about this because there's a lot of emotions going on with what's going on and all that, but has McDermott lost this locker room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is it to the point where nothing can be done about it, and this is how we're going to run this for the next 2 years? Because I guarantee you they're not going to fire Sean McDermott.
Right.
They're going to say, you got too much on your plate with that and the injuries. You call in defense. You deserve another chance. And then we're going to take it again next year. And we're going to bring back the same players that continue to get injured on these minimum contracts because we're strapped with cash because of Brandon Beane.
Yeah, on defensive side, that's fine. On offensive side, those guys are tired. As a human being, you have to be sick and tired of the bullshit. Eventually, you have to trade off Diggs. Even if Diggs stays here for the money-wise, he's not going to play like he's supposed to be playing. And right now, he's not doing that.
Is that the same case if we bring in a true number 2 receiver that we can pair with him?
Nah, I don't think that's gonna fix it. I think he's over it. I think he's over.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I think either, man, you got to bring something spicy to the table, man.
Because Diggs has been asking for something. Diggs has been asking for something to brought in. He actually took less money on a contract extension because Brandon said he was going to get a number 2 receiver, and he never did. He went out and got scrubs off the teams.
I think you got to bring accuracy to the game. You got to bring something spicy. You got to be something fresh, something more aggressive. No backing down. I think you got to bring his type of personality into the game. He's not a fucking diva. He's a fucking player that wants to win. And we should all feel like that. You got to make up your mind. You either want to win game to game and take game by game, or you're here to win the championship. Either
well,
one.
The problem is I hear a lot of these players like Oliver. Oh, I need 3 more sacks so I can get the money on my contract, so I can get that extra $1 million. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you say you want to go out and get 12 sacks, that you're not going to stop at the number you need. That just means you're playing to the contract. You're not playing for the team to further themselves. You're playing for your accolades.
Right.
And that's the players we don't need and we keep re-signing. Same thing with Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, it should never be accepted.
Yeah, man.
I love this.
Let's wrap this up real quick, man. We got 4 minutes left on this thing, but final thoughts on this. Just a very deflating, disappointing game. Just pretty much, all Bills fans are pretty much saying the same thing. Just pretty much wrapped up our season hopes, because if we couldn't come out this game, what hopes do we have towards the end of the season? Yeah, maybe we could beat the Chiefs because they're not playing as good, but they're the Chiefs. They know how to play us. We're playing Cowboys. They're hot. Good defense. Dak is doing all right. Like, who knows? But this was really a telltale sign that we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. But we'll see. There's still, apparently, we still got a percentage of hope. So, we still got a heartbeat. Hopefully we can ride that out and still make it. If not, regardless, at the end of the day, we still got a lot to reflect Bills-wise. What the fuck needs to be done? You could talk about firing McDermott. We could talk about what can happen with Josh, even though obviously he's not going nowhere. We could talk about Diggs. We could talk about Davis, but right here, right now, those are our teammates. Those are our players. That's what we got. So we just got to continue to be better. And as fans as well, that's a message to every Bills Mafia member here. If you rock the red, white, and blue, Bills Mafia, if you proud, man, let's rock with it, man. We've been through 17 years of it. 17 years. We've been through the drought. We down and out right now. Hopefully there's always another year. So let's remain humble. Let's be strong. And go Bills.
Go Bills.
Well,
Absolutely. All day.
Embrace it, fellas. No group I'd rather go to war with than the ones right here, man. Love y'all. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Love you, Jason.
Yeah, real quick. I was about to end the show right there, but real quick on what he just said. Nobody else that I'd rather rock with than the ones right here. So let's get it.
Man.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Oh, yeah.